Hey, welcome back to another tutorial of Python, and in this tutorial we are going to learn about the list. This is an extended version of the previous tutorial where we learned about the list, and we couldn't finish that on the tutorial, but we are going to finish it off over here. So first we are going to open our Python interpreter, and we are going to take a variable which is called something like, what should I take, list value. And inside the list value we are going to put the value a, b, c, d. Okay, we have taken 5 values here, as you can see, and let's print this out first. Oh no, list. Oh shit, list value. This is the variable we have, right? And you can see the list here. Always never forget that list is a reserved word here. You can't actually use that word as a variable. So yeah, you never use that. And right now what we want to do is that we want to replace the value of the element inside the list. Let's remove from here until here. To do this, we are going to actually do something which is list value, and you're going to say 0 1 index, 1 index, and we put the colon and until which index over here. So we will take up to here. So 0 1 2 3 4 4. So if we click enter now, you can see that BCD are printed out, and right now we are gonna go back and you can see the exact thing here, and we are gonna replace the value right now, put the square brackets, and we are going to create another new list which is x and y. So we are replacing these 3 values with the new 2 values which are x and y. If we click enter, right now the value are changed, and if we click list value, and you can see that the value has been replaced. So BCD are not there anymore. And we can also delete the value of the list. To do this, we are going to say let's delete these 2 value. So to do this, we are going to go there and 1 index colon until this one, right, y. So we should take until 3rd index, and we are going to give an empty list. And if we click the enter now, so these 2 values are deleted. So to see if it has been done, click list, and you can see that these 2 values are deleted. Alright, you can actually delete the entire list as well. So to do this, you can just go and say this and say, yeah, so you don't put any parameters here, and if you click enter, right now the list is empty. So do this, and if you click enter now, no values over there inside the list. Okay, we can actually right now calculate the length of list. To do this, let's say numbers equals 1 2 3 4 5 and click enter. So we have a new variable, and we will calculate by giving the function len, and inside there we will give our variable as the argument. So if we click enter now, you can see that 5 is printed out, which is the length of the list, which are, you can see that there are 5 values here. Right now we are going to learn about nested lists. I have cleared the window here. You can see you don't have to do that. So nested lists are lists inside a list. So I will give an example so you can understand it better. So I'm gonna take a list here first, 1 2 3, click enter, and I'm gonna take another list which is 4 5 6, click enter, and we are gonna take another list C, and inside the list we are going to give our first 2 lists which we have taken, and if we click enter now these 2 lists are stored inside this list. So if I click C, you can see clearly that inside the C list these 2 lists have been stored. Okay, cool. You know that this is a nested list and this is a two-dimensional list, because this one is first dimension and this one is the second dimension. You can have third dimensional list, which is like if we do something like this, and so this is the first list, and inside the list we are having three more lists, and inside the first list we are having another list here, or you can give more lists. So this is first dimension, and this these are second dimension, and these are third dimensional lists. I will delete this all. Right now we want to print out the value of the list, any value, specific value. So to do this, first we are going to say, we'll take the index point and we are going to say like which value we want to print out. Let's take this 5. So to do this, we are going to first go to the first dimension and check out in which index our value exists. So if we go back to the first dimension and check, so 0 index, 1 index. So inside the first dimension, in 1 index our value exists. So inside the second dimension, which is this one, in which position or in which index our value exists. If we check, this one is 0, 1. So if we click enter now and click enter, you can see the value is printed out 5. So you have to follow like this. Inside 2 square brackets, you will have to first put your first dimensional index, and inside the second dimensional index you will put your value where you can find your expected value. And yeah, okay, this is 2-dimensional. What about the third dimensional? Let's take value C. Okay. I think okay, D, and let's take so this is right now 2-dimensional, and inside this list, if we take more list, it will be third dimensional. So let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I'm just gonna ignore this because this thing we are not going to be used, and also we don't need this. So these are empty lists, but these all have their index. So what I'm gonna work on the second index into the second dimension. So if I click enter now, so the list has been created. So I want to print out the value 5 here. So to print out the value 5, we are going to say D and check out in which into the first dimension, in which index our value exists. So it's, if we see, so first dimension, and this is the first 0 index, which is 0, and this is the first index, which is 1, second index. So we should say that inside the first dimension, in the first index our value exists. Right now we are gonna work on the second dimension. So this is the second dimension here for us. So inside the second dimension, if we check 0 1, so inside the first index our value exists. So we are done with the second dimension as well. So I'll put another square bracket. Right now we are going to work on the third dimension. So for the third dimension, we are gonna go and check, which is this one, third dimension, and check. If we check 0 1, and if we click enter now, you can see that the 5 value has been printed out. What about this one? We print out the value 8 here. To do this, let's go. So you can see that clearly that this third dimension exists inside this one, right? We just need to, okay, no, not this one. So if we do, if we go, it's inside the first index into the first dimension, but inside the second dimension it's into the 0 1 2 second index, and inside the third dimension it's inside the 0 1 1 or first index. If we click enter now, the 8 value is printed out. So this is how the nested list work. I hope that you guys find it easy. If you don't understand, comment in the comment section. I will try to answer you guys. Also subscribe with the channel if you like. If you have any suggestion, feedback, just tell me, email me. See you into the next tutorial. Bye.